And the title of today's sermon is The Burden Which Prophet Habakkuk Saw. Prophet Habakkuk was a minor prophet in Israel. As at the time of this very book, or this prophet, there was social injustice, lawlessness. And the prophet was one of those prophets that was praying for God to intervene, to the affliction of the people. But having prayed for a very long time, there was no answer. Prophet Habakkuk was pissed off. He decided to ask questions. In fact, I can see the bravery in this prophet. For a child of God to have dedicated all his time, all his years, serving God, and yet problem exists, and the prophet looks for solution from God, and the prophet could not see the solution. So he was baffled. He was surprised for such a thing to be happening. So he asked God the question. He said, "Oh Lord, I'm reading from the book of Habakkuk, from chapter 1, from verse 1 to 4. And I read, Oh Lord, how long shall I cry, and you will not hear? Even cry out to you, violence, and you will not save. Why do you show me iniquity, and cause me to see trouble? For plundering and violence are before me. There is strife, and the contention arises. Therefore, the law is powerless, and justice never goes forth. For the wicked surround the righteous. Therefore, perverse judgment proceed." Amen. This is the bitterness of the prophet. A situation of lawlessness that existed, and the prophet needed urgent intervention of God. Even when those sins are committed, when atrocities are committed, judgment was twisted, and the justice was not there. Prophet Habakkuk was pissed off because he expected God to do something. Now listen to the reply of the Lord. From the book of Habakkuk chapter 1 from verse 5. He said, "Look among the nations, and I watch be utterly astounded. For I will work a work in your days, which you would not believe, though it were told you. For indeed I am raising up the childless, a bitter and hasty nation, which marches through the breadth of the earth, to possess dwelling places that are not theirs. They are terrible and dreadful. Their judgment and their dignity proceed from themselves. Their horses also are swifter than leopard, and are more fierce than evening wolves. Their chargers charge ahead. Their cavalry comes from afar. They fly as the eagle that hasten to eat. They all come for violence. Their faces are set like an east wind. They gather captive like sand. They scoff at king and the princess are scorned by them. They deride every stronghold, for they heap up mass of the earth and they seize it. Then his mind changes, and he transgresses transgresses. He commits offense in putting this power to his God. Amen. This is the answer that God gave to Habakkuk. He told Habakkuk that Habakkuk should not worry. That he was preparing something. He was preparing the antidote, let me say antidote for the problem. That's it was raising up the Chaldeans. The Chaldeans are warriors. The Chaldeans are very powerful set of people that they can destroy. In fact, any place they invade from the past, they invaded so many places. But these very Chaldeans, they don't have mercy. They eat to finish and they destroy to finish. They don't look back when they are destroying anything. And God is preparing them to deal with the situation in Israel as at that time. To deal with the situation of lawlessness in Israel. So what are we trying to say? In our own case here, we are not fighting against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers and rulers of darkness and spiritual wickedness in the high places. That is the war that we are fighting now. Many of us are into one trouble or the other. And then we groan at night. We wail in the daytime. And we cry unto God. And I will pray. Say, God, take away this very problem. God, take away this very sickness. And I will pray from morning till night. And there was no answer. Sometimes we tend to ask ourselves, are you sure that God listens to me? Are you sure I'm a righteous person? Because you look up to God every time. You check yourself. You see that it's not because of your sin that you are facing the challenges you are facing in life. But I want to tell you, whatever prayer you are praying, God hears your prayer. And whatever affliction you are facing, God is preparing something that is going to outsmart, that's going to destroy that very problem in your life. Amen? That is the God we serve. We serve a living God whose power is awesome. A living God who sees everything. A living God, the night is like a daylight in his eye. A living God, when we are crying, in fact, he felt it. A living God, when everybody abandoned us, that living God is always by our side. So sometimes we are like this Habakkuk, this prophet that was crying unto God. Lord, look at the pain I'm feeling. Lord, look at this. Look at the isolation I'm facing. Lord, look at this hatred I'm facing. Lord, look, I cannot walk. I cannot see. And I may call upon your name, and nothing happened. Remember, Lord, I have served you from my youth, and now here I am, and I call upon you, and you did not answer me. Cheer up, the Lord is with you. He is preparing solution for your problem. On a day you do not expect, God will come to your rescue. He doesn't give up. He doesn't give up. He doesn't relent. God is ever ready to answer your problem. Again, let us see again. The second question. The second question asked by the prophet Habakkuk. He said, are you not from verse 12? Habakkuk chapter 1 from verse 12 now. He said, are you not from everlasting? O Lord, my God, my Holy One, we shall not die. O Lord, you have appointed them for judgment. O Lord, you have marked them for correction. You are of purer eyes than behold evil, and cannot look on wickedness. Why do you look on those who deal treacherously, and hold your tongue when the wicked devour